Good morning, second year students. Now, I'm going to explain some concepts in the group theory. We all know some operations like plus, minus, multiplication, division, etc. Similarly, there is a binary operation in a group theory, which is an important concept in the group theory. First of all, you all should know what is a binary operation. Let S be a non-empty set if F maps S cross S to S. It's a mapping, then F is called a binary operation in S. That means you can't understand what is F maps S cross S to S. If we give some example, you can easily understand what is a binary operation. We all know that plus, minus, multiplication, division are some of the operations, and capital N is set of natural numbers, Z is set of integers, W set of whole numbers, Q set of rational numbers, R set of real numbers, C set of complex numbers, etc. Suppose if you take set of natural numbers and plus is an operation, plus is said to be a binary operation if it satisfies the above condition. That is, if you take 2 comma 3 belongs to n, then 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5, 5 also belongs to n, then we can say that plus is a binary operation in n. If you take minus, the same number, same 2 comma 3 belongs to n, then 2 minus 3, which is equal to minus 1, does not belongs to n. Therefore, minus is not a binary operation to a set of natural numbers. But minus is a binary operation to a set of integers. I think you can understand what is a binary operation. Next definition. What is an algebraic structure? A non-empty set equipped with one or more binary operations is called an algebraic structure. I already discussed what is a binary operation. That is n comma plus is an algebraic structure because plus is a binary operation on the set of natural numbers. Multiplication is a binary operation to a set of natural numbers. Then n comma plus is an algebraic structure. N comma multiplication is an algebraic structure. N plus comma star is also an algebraic structure. Next, semi-group. Let S be a non-empty set and circle is a binary operation. Then S is said to be a semi-group if S satisfies closure law and associative law. Closure law and binary operation both are same, so no need to explain closure law. So associative law. For A, B, C are three elements in S, and circle is a binary operation. If A circle B circle C is equal to A circle B circle C, then we say that S satisfies associative law under the binary operation circle. In general, we use a circle is a binary operation. That may be a plus, that may be a minus, that may be a multiplication, etc. etc. Next, come to monoid. We already discussed what is a semi-group. That is, a semi-group means a non-empty set which satisfies closure law, and associative law, a semigroup along with identity is called monoid. That means a semigroup with the identity element with respect to the binary operation circle is known as monoid. Or a non-empty set which satisfies closure law, associative law, and identity law is called a monad. So let us discuss what is an identity property. Suppose A is any element in S, there exists E belongs to S, that is E is the same element in S, is some element in the same set such that A circle E is equal to E circle A is equal to A. Then E is called identity element. In general, 0 is the additive identity, 1 is the multiplicative identity. That is, if you add 0 to any element, that value cannot be changed. It is 2 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 2 is always 2. Similarly, 2 into 1 is equal to 1 into 2 is always 2. Therefore, 1 is the multiplicative identity, 0 is the additive identity. Next, the important definition, that is group. What is a group? Let G be a non-empty set. Circle is a binary operation. The set G is said to be a group if it satisfies the following property. That is closure law, associative law, identity law, inverse law. A non-empty set which satisfies closure law, associative law, identity law, inverse law under the binary operation circle is called a group. We already discussed what is closure law, what is associative law, what is identity law. Now I will explain only inverse law. That is, for A belongs to G, there exists some B belongs to G such that A circle B is equal to B circle A is equal to A. Then B is an inverse of A and vice versa. Then B is called an inverse of A or A is called an inverse of B. So finally, we learned what is a group. I'm repeating it again. A non-empty set which satisfies closure law, associative law, identity law, and inverse law under some binary operation circle is called a group. If you know the concepts of group, then we can follow theorems in the group theory. Thank you.